walk away from. Then I see you walk away, see you walk away from. Then I see you walk away, see you walk away from me, 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 me.
Hello, welcome to the Qdn Show. I'm your host, Lady M, aka Cheryl Dye, aka Manette Numi Smith. And this is my host, I'm sorry.
Queen C.
Queen C, yes, of course. We would like to thank you for entering the Queendom today. And in the Queendom, we educate, enlighten, and entertain you. Right?
What? In the Queendom will be a direct source of information, news, fun, and entertainment.
Entertainment, girl.
We're the queens, Queen C.
Yes, Lady M.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll bring you essence, beauty, black culture, issues related to views of society. Woo! And we bring rhythm and soul, honey.
Rhythm and soul.
Yes.
Keep a little bit of that. So how you doing?
I'm good. Can't complain.
Good. Well, today is our episode after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So how was your Thanksgiving?
Good, girl.
Good.
I ate.
What you eat?
I
What
cooked
you
and I ate.
You cooked a lot of food?
Yeah.
I remember on the
Yeah.
last set we were talking about who does the cooking in your household, and you were saying how you did the cooking and how the
Yeah,
kids
but
like
this
to come
time,
in
but
and
this
pinch
time we
on.
changed up a little bit.
Okay.
Bay took over in the kitchen too.
Bay took over in the
I couldn't
kitchen.
take it all this time.
You go,
okay?
girl.
All right.
Okay, that's good. Go ahead. I cooked up a lot of food. I cooked up a lot, and the Bay, he cooked macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
But I cooked pretty much everything else, and it was a big spread. But last week in the Queendom, we also talked about football
We
for
did.
the holidays. We were talking about
sure
Dallas playing the Buffalo Bills, because I'm a Dallas fan. And what happened with that, Christy?
Well,
Well,
so good, baby.
It didn't look too good for the Dallas Cowboys.
It didn't.
We
but
looked
it's
bad on
okay.
Thanksgiving Day, but
It's
it's
okay.
all right. It was 26-15. You know,
All right.
it's okay. We cool with that. So tell me, did you get your Christmas tree up? You ready for Christmas? You haven't got it up yet.
I haven't got it up yet, but it's coming.
Mhm.
It's coming.
I
It's
ain't got
coming. Look,
mine
I'm
up
still
yet
trying to
either.
recuperate from Thanksgiving.
I got you. I understand.
So,
I
you know,
understand.
I'm about to get in that Christmas spirit, though.
I think I'm gonna try maybe sometime next week to get into it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get this Christmas tree up.
True,
Sounds
true.
good to me.
So
What's
we
your
can
favorite
enjoy
Christmas
it.
song? Yeah.
I don't know, girl. You got me on this Mariah Carey.
See, I'm telling
lately.
you, that Mariah Carey, it always jumps the mood off. You can play,
yes.
all the other songs, but something about that Mariah Carey, it just jumps the mood off.
Right.
Gets you right into that mood.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get ready to go into our segment for today.
Okay.
But before we do that, we have our producer here in the Queendom Nation today.
Hey.
And our producer, Mr. Jermaine Robinson of 420 Studio Productions, is actually going to be working on a short film that's coming very soon.
That's all right.
And so he's going to be recruiting different people to come and be on this film set and work in this movie. So let's bring Mr. Jermaine up for just a few minutes and kind of
All right
just
now.
let him give you a glimpse about what's going on with this film.
Ooh.
So we're going to make him step out from behind the camera for just a
Right.
few minutes. So y'all give him a second to come out from behind that camera. Queen C got something she want to ask you right
Yes,
quick.
come on now. Come on now.
Come on now.
All right. Off behind the camera. tonight.
Yeah, see, we got him out from behind the camera. So he gets to
What's
sit with us
going
and
on?
play.
Right,
Yes.
right. Yeah. So, the producer of the Queendom Nation, Jermaine Robinson,
I'm
and
here,
420
I'm here.
Studio Productions, is working on a short film
That's
coming
right.
soon. So, he has been recruiting different people that would like to act in the movie. If you want to act, this is your man. This is
Right.
the man
Get
you
up
need to go to.
That's
Get
it.
up.
So, we got him right here on the set, and we're going to talk about the film a little bit, if that's all right with you.
Hey, what y'all think? I think we can do that tonight.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I think we can. I think we can. So, Jermaine, can you give us a small glimpse into this film?
Hey, it's gonna be a little mind twister. It's gonna be something where you guys is gonna look at this film and you're gonna be like, "Wow, where's this guy going with this thing?" So, it's just a dream come true. Something that I've always wanted to do. I've had the opportunity of shooting a short film. Some things happened, but we moved on with that. They got their work done. They got their film out. So I congratulate them for doing that. But now it's my turn. It's time for me to live my dream. So this is something that I've always been wanting to do. Shoot a short film.
That's what's
Right.
up. That's what's up. That's exciting.
That's
It's
super exciting. I'm pumped
Yes,
about that.
yes. So, why do you want to do this particular type of film that you're doing?
I'm doing it for me. You know, it's you know, I look at things in life where, you know, if you dream about something and if that's something that you really want to do in life, you know, don't stop living that dream.
That's
you know?
right. That's right.
There is times where you do have some stumbles in life. You know, so you know when you have that stumble in life, you know, still keep in mind that you did have that dream.
That's
So
right.
you know, I'm doing this
That's
for
right.
myself. I'm doing this for
That's
myself.
what's up.
That's
That's
right.
what's up.
That's awesome.
And what's the inspiration behind this film?
The inspiration behind this film is just to show anybody that it can be done.
Yes.
You know,
Right.
you don't have to have a big budget.
True.
You don't have to have a budget at all. You know,
Right.
It's true.
Exactly.
That's so true.
cell phones are getting so great now to the point to where you can shoot movies with a cell
That's
phone.
right.
Can.
So, but you know, and you get into certain situations where you need lights and everything like that. But you know, if you only just doing it from the pocket that, you know, most of the time with me don't have a lot of money to actually do it and can't pay my crew or even pay my actors, you know, I'm doing this because this is just an inspiration of just let people know that this is something that anybody can do. You know, if you set your mind to it, do it. You know?
That's it.
True. That's
I agree.
so true. And how can those individuals that want to act in the film find you?
You can get at me on Facebook. I got an Instagram. Also, you can subscribe on YouTube to Studio 420 Productions, and you also can comment on YouTube. So even if you can't get me on my other social medias, you can definitely just leave a comment after you watch this film Monday. Just, you know, if that's something that you're interested in, if you want to come on there, just leave a comment in YouTube. Also get in touch with me at Jermaine the Man Robinson on Facebook. Also Instagram Studio 42015 on Instagram. So you can get at me on that. Also, just send me a message. You know, add me up on Messenger. Just send me a message. I really don't want to give my number out to a whole lot of people, but you know, just send me a message. I'm on Messenger. I definitely get back in touch with you on
That
Messenger.
he will.
Yeah.
I definitely get back in touch with you.
So y'all hear that, people?
That's right.
Y'all want to be in a short film? This is the man you need to holler at.
I'm the man.
Or
I'm the
to
man.
Productions.
You know.
And tell them what the name of the short film is.
It's called Trapped.
Not Trapped.
Yeah, it's called Trapped, and the reason why I picked the title Trapped is because of the way that I've visioned this movie to be shot. There's going to be a female that's with a male that's going to be in this film, and she has her mind to make up if she want to stay in the trap or if she want to get out of the trap.
Okay.
And she was trying to push her way out of the trap, but just somehow she still got trapped. So,
And the lead actress of the film is sitting here.
yeah, that's your lead actor, you know.
I'm the
So
lead actress.
we'll be giving more detail, more information during the filming. We'll step away from the Queendom Nation for maybe about 2 to 3 weeks to get the script wrote and to get the actors together and the actress together, and then we're just going to start writing them into the movie, and then we'll start shooting.
Let's get it
There you
on.
go. Sounds great, don't it?
I think that's
Y'all don't want to miss
awesome.
out on this
They really
opportunity now, because it's right here in front of you, people. So
That's it.
let's get on that. Let's get on it.
All right.
All
We got
right
it.
now.
Well, thank you, Mr. Robinson.
Hey, no
for
problem.
coming
I
out from behind the
I gotta go.
camera.
I gotta go back to work.
He gotta go back to work, so we're gonna let him go back to work.
Got to show the film.
You do, and we gotta go to commercial.
We gotta go.
We gotta go to
we gotta go to
commercial.
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 Go to commercial, guys.
So we thank Jermaine for coming on and letting us know about his up and coming film Trap.
Yes.
So we look forward to that. We look forward to you guys letting him know if you want to be a part of this film. So in the meantime, we're gonna go to commercial, and when we come back, we're gonna have our special guest come on, which is DRJ Trinity Business Group out of Salisbury, North Carolina. So we look forward to them. So we'll see you when we come back from commercial.
The chip on my shoulder, I got him in there. I tried to be cool with you, thought I was playing, I thought you knew better. You gon' have to kill me this time, because honestly, I can keep going forever. Let's pick your parameters, I push the boundaries, I'm who you trying to be. Used to want jewelry, now I got property.
I'm better than you on fire and missiles. You following trends. If you die, they won't miss you. You talking about something so Judas don't kiss you. You offering nothing. My thumb on the button, your soul in my
Let him go. Keep getting momentum. Keep. I like to the back.
Welcome back to the Queendom. I'm Lady M with our whole co-host over here,
Queen C.
Yes. So last week on our show, we discussed the foundation for the show for this week, which is our More Than Conquerors segment. And what we learned is that this show is given the title because of our entrepreneurs that we're going to be having on this segment. And because we know what being an entrepreneur, you know, it takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes dedication. It takes determination. It takes hard work. It takes those late nights, those early mornings, those risks, financial.
Yes.
It takes financial sacrifices. It takes family and life sacrifices to become an entrepreneur.
It does.
So for those hardworking entrepreneurs, we have crowned you more than conquerors in the Queendom. All right? So this week, our conquerors in the Queendom are the infamous DRJ Trinity Business Group. Yes. They are located here in the city of Salisbury, North Carolina. They are an all-black marketing firm that started, they're all-black marketing firm.
Yes.
They started about a year ago. They specialize in marketing consultancy, digital marketing, and marketing communications. Wow. So good afternoon, guys, and welcome to the Queendom.
Yes.
Yes.
Good to have you guys here.
Awesome. So, Queen.
Yes. Oh, y'all, I got so many questions for y'all.
Yes.
I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. I'm going to start with Lady M, though.
Yes, let's do it.
How did y'all meet, Lady M? Just tell me how y'all met each other.
Well, I met Shamika years ago because I was her daughter's preschool teacher.
Wow.
Over at Rowan Cabarrus Community College. And when she came in as a parent, she was one of those parents that was so involved in her child's education that and it wowed me that we clicked automatically the moment we met each other, and we've been clicking ever since, right, lady? I think so.
Yes.
And Mr. Rush, I was actually working over at Buffalo Wild Wings, and I was a server there, and Mr. Rush came in as a customer that day. And we got to talking about what he does as a businessman and what I do in the community, and we kind of just connected right there at that moment.
Wow.
And then I have a nonprofit, which is Great Women United Incorporated, and Shamika has been a part of that since day one. She's actually the president of our nonprofit organization. And what happened is we were throwing an event, and we needed a photographer, which was our fashion show, and Sean Rush just happened to be a photographer, videographer, and so he came on board, and boom, there we go. We had a relationship. Wow. He was introduced to Shamika, and now he's also a part of Great Women United Incorporated as well, plus the RJ Trinity Business Group.
You just never know who you're going to meet that's going to connect with you.
Right.
And look how it's just been going.
This is daycare and a restaurant. I met both of these awesome people.
Right,
so,
but God brings people into your life for those situations.
He does. He's great people.
Yes, Miss Shamika.
Hey, how you doing?
Yes, how are you, beautiful?
I'm amazing.
Great. Let me ask you a question, boo. What was it like when Manette went from being the daycare teacher of your child to you and her becoming business partners?
Well, as a teacher, I loved her structure in the classroom. She was loving, caring, but also kept it structured. Like it was. I never forget one day I came in, and Janiyah was getting into it with one little girl, and she had them in the corner, and they was just talking it out at 3-4 years old, like, well, you shouldn't have did that to hurt me. And she was like, well, this is our new system that we're gonna have them communicate instead of separate and send a time out. Express what happened to you and what happened. But it tore me up when RCC ended up closing, because that's the reason she had to move and switch to a different daycare. But being a business partner and being a leader, when she heard that I was stepping out and being an entrepreneur, she just was like, let's get it. She was like, I always seen it in you, but I wasn't going to pull it out of you. I was waiting for you to bring it out.
That's it.
So, as an entrepreneur, we work together, support each other. When I went through my difficult time last year, she was there nonstop. Her and Sean was like, we got you. Right. So it only made sense for us to come together because it's, individual business owners, individual entrepreneurs, and we're bringing our talents together, but just in one business. And being a black-owned, business to be able to come together and live together. Because it's hard for sometimes they don't know.
It is.
So,
it really
putting God first and doing stuff
it.
under his will and surrender to him, everything gonna fall into place. So I just give God all the glory, honor, and just thank y'all for having me today.
Yes, that's a beautiful story. That's a beautiful testimony.
It
so
is.
yes,
Awesome
it really
testimony.
is. All right, Mr. Sean, I haven't forgot about you.
Yes.
On to the left of
9 out of 10.
Yes. Okay, how did you meet these beautiful ladies? And how does it feel to be the only guy in this organization? Lord, gotta be tough. That's Double Trouble sitting over there.
Well, like Miss Di said, met her at Buffalo Wild Wings, and the craziest thing about it, when she was asking me about being a photographer, I actually moved my business from Stanley County, and I was needing a director of marketing. So she joined my team.
Exactly.
Wow, look at that, how that just, the domino effect.
That's right.
Right in place.
That's right.
Yes.
The first time I knew Shamika through our ministries that we serve in the same organizations, but the first Great Women in Men United event I went to was an Easter egg hunt.
Yes.
And it was down in Salisbury, and I brought candy to it. So my intentions was to just bring the candy. But if you know Shari is
you got to put the word.
You got to put the word.
Yeah, I had to answer that for because I already knew.
That's right.
And I've been putting the work in.
Yes.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes, he
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
As for being the only guy, you know, I got some of the best friends and best business people to work with.
Yes.
It's confusing the outside people.
It is, because they don't get it.
I can't get no date because they think Shari is my wife.
Yes, they do.
If I ain't in the picture with her, I'm with Shamika, I still ain't got so people stay confused. I try to explain, look, them are my sisters, co-workers, and in the community and business partners.
That's right.
Right.
But I wouldn't trade them in for the world.
That's all right.
We wouldn't trade you either, Sean.
Bless you.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, Lady M, I'm back to you again.
Yes, definitely.
What made you want to combine your businesses to create one business entity, and how did you decide what service you guys would offer?
Well, that's a good question, Queen. We work together anyway, especially with her being the president of my nonprofit, me being director of marketing on his company, him being in charge of videography and photography in my company. We all just sat down one day and was like, why are we having 3 different businesses when we all work together anyway?
True.
So our goal was to combine these businesses. You got Shamika over here, which she does hair, she does t-shirt design, she does credit restoration, and then you got Sean over here who does Notary Public, contract Notary Public.
Wow.
He's also director of ministries at his church, Christian ministries at his church, director of Christian education at his church, which that was allowed his organization from his church to combine with my nonprofit, and so we feed kids at his church during the summer. And so we thought, instead of us working individually, why don't we work together as a team, because we were already doing that anyway. And we all bring something different to the table, which allowed our business to be as prosperous as it is. We don't step on each other's toes, because I don't do what Sean do, Sean don't do what I do, we don't do what Shamika do. We all have our own entity of what we bring to DRJ Trinity Business School, which makes it a great working relationship.
That's amazing. And how long have y'all been together as a team?
As a team, we've been together for a year. For a whole year.
Great.
But individually, I've known this young lady for such a long time. But as far as the services that we offer, just what I said, I offer event planning. I'm just that type of person. When I see that we have something to bring to the company or to the community or to the youth, and if I feel like we can pull it off, I pretty much don't care what it is. We're going to pull it off. We've done fashion shows, we've done Easter egg hunts, we've done Halloween events, we've done reading in the park, we give away books every year. I mean, we've done a little bit of everything. Me and Sean are now in the Rowan County Democratic Party. I'm the first vice chair, he's the third vice chair. This man just ran for alderman in the city of East Spencer. So we all have something different that we bring to the RJ Trinity Business
Right,
School.
And let me say this for the record, y'all. When I scroll up and down my social media, like these 3 right here are amazing. They are everywhere. They are on set. I mean, I'm telling you, they're dedicated. And they're just, I love that. I love that. And I just really look up to you guys. I really do.
Yes.
I really do.
What people really don't know is we brought the Queen in too. We'll talk about that at a later time. But the Queen has become a part of what we do as well. So
yes. Miss Shamika, honey, tell us what being a partner of DRJ Trinity Business Group consists of, and how beneficial is that to the success of the company?
With DRJ, it says it in its name, Trinity. Trinity. And, you know, Trinity is a powerful word to me in general. When you talk about the Holy Trinity and having the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost, and Jesus Christ and the Lord and God. You know, so when you bring three dominant, powerful people together, it only positive things can come out of it. So as the business grow, you know, learning, putting new input into the business, we're going to grow as a team and dominate wherever we go. You know, God is taking us places that no man close no doors.
That's
So
right. That's right.
I just thank God for the opportunity
That is so
and
true.
for being partners with these beautiful, amazing people.
Yes, yes. Oh, wow. Well, God, y'all, it's just, I got so many other questions I could just be asking y'all.
Right, definitely.
But let me see. Oh, God. Well, what do you have coming up, Mr. Sean Rush? What do you have coming up in the weeks to come?
Well, I just got appointed to the PLDG Advisory Board. That's the Paul Lawrence Dunbar Group, to where we orchestrate the charter school, SMA, down there in East Spencer. And we're currently, in February, we're going to have an event where we're looking for investors to come in so we can redo the old Dunbar High School. We want to call it the PLDG Village, where it consists of having new infrastructure, affordable housing, and we're going to charter up SMA to a high school, preferably, and hopefully we can get them in part of that school before February.
Wow.
Yes.
So between that and as Ms. Dice says, you know, we are county leaders for the Democratic Party, so you know 2020 is coming.
It is. It is. It really is.
Don't be surprised if you don't see Die for U.S. Congress District 8
Oh, wow.
in 2020.
I know that's right. I know that's right. All right.
Claim that,
Yes.
definitely.
Well, I'm going to start down here on my far right with Miss Shamika again. Outside of DRJ Trinity, what do you like to do?
Well, business-wise, I do credit. I teach and educate people on the importance of finances. You know, a lot of people say cash is king, but you got to understand credit is power. If you don't have credit, you can't get nowhere. And with the recession, you know, when it comes up, you want to be established and have that foundation and that baseline.
That's right.
Also understanding that with the company that I do my franchise out, my business, you know, we are able to dispute any negative item on your credit report. And so we have a fast turnover. You see results quickly. Outside of this building with my business partners for the credit and the finances and educating the community, which is Truly Blessed Financial team. And it's a group of individual entrepreneurs that's leading the community to financial freedom. So it's just, I just love it. We also do a scholarship too, and it ends December the 14th. So it's free to apply for the scholarship. Any high school seniors or college freshmen that y'all know, please let them link in with me. It's just the YFLU financialonliteracy.org. But I just love teaching because a lot of us don't know how important it is, and a lot of us don't discuss it. It's like it's a secret entity that nobody goes around because you don't hear nobody talking about credit.
It's true,
and they need to understand the importance of it and how to not want to go get a credit card because you're scared to get one because it's important to have a credit card.
It is. You're right.
Just learning how to utilize it and only using 30% of the credit card that you have.
Right.
Which is like having a credit card with $200. You only want to use $30 to $60 on it and make sure you pay it down.
That's true.
So I just love what I do because I'm teaching people. We actually go to the schools and teach ages 8 through 18 about it. And, you know, a lot of kids go home to their parents and be like, "Mama, did you know this? Did you know this?" And they be, shocked like, well, why the lights getting cut off, Mom? But, just understanding it. Right. And you're not financially free until you can sit down and pay your bills at the first of the month, and you still have money to go do what you need to do.
That's
so,
true.
a lot of people think, oh, I'm straight. Are you really straight?
Right.
Because I thought I was, but I wasn't.
Right,
so.
right.
Good stuff, Shamika. Good stuff.
That is good stuff. What about you, Lady N? What do you do outside of DRJ Trinity?
What don't I do outside of DRJ Trinity?
Right.
A couple of things that we do is on Tuesdays we have Team Up Tuesday.
Yes.
And Shamika and myself and Sean, we go out into the local area schools, and not only is she teaching them credit and stuff, but we also go into the local schools and we work with the teachers one-on-one with the students in the class. We mentor at North Rowan High School where we do Tie Tuesday every Tuesday in the schools. We also go over to North Rowan Elementary School and we have what I like to call our boot camp because we can thank Timothy Lamont Bates and Man Up Monday because they go over there and they work so hard with these young people over there, teaching them discipline, teaching them how to follow directions, teaching them just how to listen giving them a space and an atmosphere to be able to talk to people like us, to where we can, just help them outside of what the teacher can offer them.
Right.
We also go Wednesdays at Hall's Gym here in Salisbury with a Bridge for Kids with Miss Brooklyn Witherspoon, who was on our show a couple weeks ago. And we work wholeheartedly with those kids. I never have to have a plan over there because this child at 11 years old keeps a comprehensive plan for us to go over there and work with these kids.
Right.
So that's a phenomenal experience. On top of that, we also we work with Let's Lend a Helping Hand Incorporated because we're getting ready for their Christmas event that they have coming up with collecting toys and non-perishable items for families. Also, Jarrell's Joyful Giving. We're working with them as well to bring some stuff in for the youth for Christmas. But we just do a lot of giving back through DRJ to a lot of different organizations. We work a lot with Thelma Smith Foundation South Branch. She's actually was on the show with Phi Beta Sigma a couple weeks ago. So we do a lot of different charity work in the community as well as DRJ Trinity Business Group. So we do a lot of giving back, mentoring, ministering, a little bit of everything.
All right. Last but not least,
Yes.
Mr. Rush, what do you do outside of DRJ Trinity?
Well,
Christian education.
Christian education.
Yes.
I serve as the assistant superintendent of Christian education at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church in Granite, where I oversee Sunday school, vacation Bible school, and Bible study. And we, like Ms. Dye said, we have an annual event every summer where we feed free lunch giveaway, and that's a combination of Great Women in United and Antioch's. So we sit out and feed hot dogs, chips, give away Sunday school books.
That's great. That's great.
Dealing with this new business with PLDG, like I said, just working on bringing new life to East Spencer. Helping out in SMA Charter School, and that's about it. I organize Meals on Wheels. The first team members was those two there.
Meals on Wheels.
Yes, and the other part of North Rowan is their design lab, where we teach their young entrepreneurs as a freshman class. As one high school that's got a dynamic graphics for kids that's learning to do their own business.
Yes.
Right.
As Ms. Dye would say, everybody ain't college material, but you can take a financial hobby and make a living on it.
You can.
That's right.
You
That's
can.
right.
You can.
Let's let Miss Christie, Miss Queen C actually did the exact same thing, because when I met her, she was wondering how she could get into having her own business and everything. And with the help of DRJ, little do y'all two realize, we actually helped her become an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So she is, Queen C is in school full time, and she's also become an entrepreneur in her own right.
All right.
So. Yeah, so we thank DRJ Trinity Business Group for being in the Queendom today, myself a part of it. Definitely. We look forward to some more great things from Sean Rush. We see your name everywhere in the community. Also, Miss Shamika. We're going to pull those out. Miss Shamika, if you guys notice the shirts that me and the Queen have on today, before we go to commercial, we do want to let you know that Miss Shamika Jackson also does t-shirt design, and these are two of her shirts.
And I can kind of show one
she
of these
has made for the Queendom
her.
Nation. So we're going to kind of show these shirts
These
off.
are
Let's give
beautiful.
Sean one.
We're going to pass them on down.
These.
So that way everybody can see her beautiful work.
So these are Queendom Nation shirts that she has made for us in the Queendom. So if you would like any of these shirts, please contact Shamika Jackson or myself, Manette Numi Smith, so you guys can get you a Queendom Nation shirt.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
So, there we go. Hold them up so they can see them good, y'all. Make sure they see them shirts. There we go. We get them all different colors for you. Let us know your size and your color, and we'll get you a Queendom Nation shirt. So with that being said, thank you DRJ Trinity Business Group for being in the Queendom today. And we're going to go to commercial, and we'll be back with our Queendom quote of the day.
Yo, bring on the punch. 39, Hollywood.
Welcome back to the Qdn Show. I'm your host, Lady M, along with my wonderful co-host,
Queen C in the building.
and we still have Shamika on the set with us. She's hanging out with us today. But what we're getting ready to do is we're about to go into our Queendom quote of the day by Queen C. So we're gonna let her handle that for you guys.
All right,
What we got today, Queen?
All right, I'm going to do the Queendom quote of the day. The quote is from Shirley Chisholm, presidential campaign slogan. I know, right?
Good one too.
Yes. It says, I am not the candidate of Black America, although I am Black and proud. I am not the candidate of women's movement of this country, although I am a woman. I am equally proud of that. I am the candidate of the people, and my presence before you now symbolizes a new era in the political history.
Woo.
That's Shirley Chisholm for you. Ain't
That's
it?
a powerful quote because
It
the
is.
beauty about that quote is that she actually did that. She changed political history by being the first Black female to run for the United States presidency. That is an awesome quote. Good job, Queen. But with that being said, since she did decide to give y'all Miss Shirley Chisholm, Miss Shirley Chisholm is going to be our woman of influence in history this week. So let's talk about Miss Shirley Chisholm for a minute. She became the first African American Congresswoman in 1968. 4 years later, she became the first majority party Black candidate to make a bid for the presidency, United States. She was born in Brooklyn, New York on November the 30th, 1924. She represented the New York State in the U.S. House of Representatives for 7 terms, y'all.
Wow.
7 terms. This one must have been phenomenal with
Yes.
this.
Yes.
But she fought for educational opportunities and social justice. She became one of the founding members of the Congressional Black Caucus. Wow, this lady was awesome.
Yes.
In 1969, she graduated from Brooklyn College in 1946 and earned her master's degree in elementary education from Columbia University. She wrote 2 books, one titled Unbought and Unbossed, which actually became her campaign slogan, was Unbought and Unbossed. I like that slogan.
Wow.
And the other book she wrote was called The Good Fight. She is the co-founder of the Unity Democratic Club in Brooklyn, New York. And she was active in the National Organization for Women, which is actually called now NOW. And she was also very active in the NAACP. Wow. But she was inducted into the National Hall of Fame in 1993. And in 2015, 11 years after she died, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Wow.
This is my kind of lady right here.
Yes.
Shirley Chisholm died on January the 1st, 2005 at the age of 80 in Ormond Beach, Florida.
Wow.
So let's give it up for Shirley Chisholm.
Yes,
Such a
she
phenomenal
lived a good
lady.
life.
She was
Good,
awesome. And I'm just
phenomenal life.
ecstatic at the fact she was the first Black woman to run for the presidency.
Right.
That I mean, back during that time, you know, a lot of
Yes.
women weren't even allowed to even be on that type of political
That's true.
platform. So
That's
for
so
her
true.
to have accomplished that goal, I take my hat off to Shirley Chisholm. We're getting ready to go into our community highlight of the week. And what we do here in the Queendom is we go and we find different community events in the city of Salisbury that are going on. And our lovely young lady from the RJ Trinity Business Group, Miss Shamika Jackson, stayed on the set with us. So we're going to let her tell you about the different community events that we have going on in Salisbury.
So thank you. Our community highlights of the week. So upcoming events on Thursday, December the 5th, Survivors of Homicide Victims Awareness Month, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the State of North Carolina Rowan County Courthouse, 210 North Main Street in Salisbury. Also on Thursday, December the 5th, the People's Assembly post-election debrief at 6:30 p.m. at the Mission House, which is on 120 Statesville Boulevard in Salisbury as well. On Saturday, December the 7th, turkey leg fundraiser from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Antioch Baptist Church at 602 South Salisbury Avenue in Granite Quarry.
Yeah.
On Saturday, December the 14th, Santa, Grinch, and Antique fire trucks from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at downtown Salisbury, 217 South Main Street. So bring your kids out. We had a great experience for Thanksgiving. Our church at the Tower of Power, we served the community, the homeless, the sick and shut in. I delivered plates, and we served the fire department. And I actually got that live, and they were so ecstatic about us coming because, you know, nobody really thinks about them during their service. I mean, they, you know, we honor them for their service, but to actually take them homemade, down south cooking plates, and they got pies and cakes too. They was ecstatic about that. So make sure you always acknowledge the fire departments, the fire trucks.
That's right.
And thank you.
Thank you, Shamika.
Yes.
Do y'all not see how much of a natural she just was doing that? Yes. So what we get ready to do with her, because she's such a natural, she about to get her own show as a sub part of the Qdn Nation show.
All right.
So what you think?
All right, that sounds good to me.
I think that that's going to be awesome,
Yes,
Queen.
yes.
So, Miss Shamika, we look forward to so many great things coming from you. We look forward to your new segment of the Qdn Nation show. You guys tune in for that because we know she's going to be great. Y'all just seen how phenomenal she just was with this show.
Right.
But with the month of December, this whole month, we are dedicating it to our entrepreneurs. Every time we have a person on here for this month, they are going to be our more than conquerors, because as me and the Queen and Shamika, we all know it is not easy to be an entrepreneur. We go hard, y'all, sometimes. So hard, it's ridiculous. We don't sleep half the time.
Right.
People ask me, like the Queen asked me earlier, when do you sleep? It's hard sometimes to sleep, because when you do sleep, I don't know if y'all's mind is like
It's
mine.
racing.
When I sleep at night,
Yeah.
it's like it's constantly stuff going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's something I haven't done for this organization or something I haven't done for this organization. It's always something. But we thank DRJ Trinity Business Group for coming into the Queendom today. They were phenomenal. These guys are doing some great things. Y'all, please follow DRJ Trinity Business Group LLC on Facebook. They do Team Up Tuesday, which is also on Facebook. If you can volunteer with them on Tuesdays, Tuesday morning, 8 o'clock, they meet every Tuesday, and they go out into these schools and mentor with these youth. So please do that. We also, what we didn't mention when DRJ was here, is we have a scholarship foundation also in Statesville, North Carolina. And it is care of Doris Allison in Statesville. And it is the TRN Allison Scholarship Foundation. And we are taking donations anytime you want to donate to that. We have already given out over $2,000 in scholarships. We do 2 fundraisers a year to raise money for this scholarship foundation. So if you look on Facebook, you will also find DRJ Trinity Business Group LLC. You will find Team Up Tuesday. You will find the Qdn Nation show. You will also find the TRN Allison Scholarship Foundation. So anything else I forget, ladies?
Wow. So much.
That's a lot.
So much
That's
positivity.
It really is. We try to promote that for
Yes,
the
it
simple
is.
fact we
Yes,
have
it
young
is.
and upcoming queens
Right.
and princesses that are looking to us, and they're trying to either copy what we're doing or they're trying to find their own right in the world.
Yeah.
And it's up to people like us to set good standards for our
And bring
young
it out.
people and bring it out.
Right.
Definitely bring it out. At DRJ, we teach our young people to be architects of their own future.
Right.
And so as long as, like Sean said when he was here, every college ain't for everybody.
It's true.
So we have
That
to
is so
find
true.
alternatives to teach our youth how to be productive business and entrepreneurs, so that they can understand that a lot of times you don't need a college degree to have a business.
And that's true.
It's great to have. We would love for you to be educated. We would never tell you not to be educated. But if college is not for you, we do have other means that can help you become an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Sounds
Yes,
good?
it's great.
Sounds
great.
good. Awesome. Well, we thank you guys for entering the Queendom this week. Look forward to us next week as we continue our entrepreneur segment and our More Than Conqueror segment. Y'all have a great evening.
I'd rather be blind, boy, than to see you walk away from. Then to see you walk away from. Then to see you walk away from me.